everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I try to help you spend your wine dollars wisely. One of the cool things about being in the wine business, and of course this video blog, and I have two blogs. I have one on the Seattle PI called The Blue Collar Wine Guy, and StanTheWineman.com. If you haven't checked those out yet, please do. I try to put pertinent information. I just posted my Fridays 13, and by the way, happy Friday the 13th. I've never been much of a superstitious guy, but you know, there's people out there that are, and I think that's we can't take that lightly. But I've never been bothered by Friday the 13th. I think it's very cool when my Friday the 13th lands on Friday the 13th. So check it out, StanTheWineman.com. I review 13 wines that I've tasted over the past couple of weeks. And it's really fun. It's a cool article. It gives me practice on descriptions. And contrary to what a lot of people might think, people actually do like to read wine descriptors. It gives them kind of an idea of what they might be getting into. Just like this blog here, this YouTube channel, you get to see how I react to the wines. And once you understand my palate, then of course you are able to make a choice whether you want to try that wine or not. We said it many times, we all have different palates, and I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but because I'm in retail and because I sell to people on the floor, I have a broader understanding of everybody's palate, and my palate has adjusted in that way, I believe, in accepting many wines in different ways. I do have personal preferences, of course, things like high acid in my white wines, if that's the case, except for maybe some Chardonnays I like them buttery. We already have those certain preferences, but we do understand how wine should be built, what qualities of that wine are good or bad. Anyway, because you're in this business, because you're doing this, you're exposing yourself, you get different wineries and PR companies that want to send you samples. And recently, I got a nice little email from Westerly Wines. They said they really like my blog. So I will be blogging about these wines also. But I thought I'd put them on YouTube. I'm very excited to try them. I've never heard of Westerly Wines, but I'm a big fan of a lot of wines out of the Happy Canyon appellation around Santa Barbara. And the Sauvignon Blanc is from there, and I believe also the Cabernet Sauvignon, yes, from Happy Canyon. So I'm excited to try these. I have a very good couple of friends that live there. They introduced me, of course, to Ancient Peaks, and now I have that in the store. That was very exciting. This is a very low production winery. They sent me a little brochure, and I think I can, by reading it, you'll get a better idea rather than if I just try to, do it by memory. Roger Bauer established Crow Point Vineyards in 2012 in the Happy Canyon, Santa Barbara AVA. Roger recognized a rare and unique terroir especially suited to the Bordeaux varieties. It is here that winemaker Adam Henkel makes our limited production Westerly wines. Adam Henkel says started his career as a winemaker crafted his career as a winemaker in Napa Valley with Swanson Vineyards, good winery, and Harlan Estate. My good friend Nick Gislason, who is now the winemaker for Screaming Eagle, had a stint at Harlan Estate. Huve Buenrostro, I hope I didn't butcher that, manages the vineyards. He believes that wines are made in the vineyard, and he tries to make grapes of the highest quality possible. So there you go. Good philosophies, good. All of those things are excellent goals and attitudes towards wine. And the winemaker Adam Henkel has a little bit of a pedigree. So let's get started. I'm excited to try these. The Westerly Wines 2014 Sauvignon Blanc, Happy Canyon of Santa Barbara. And that's a fairly recent appellation, by the way. This rolls in at $30. So I'll give the wine a little rinse. By the way, I want to thank Westerly Wines for reading my blog, first off, and for sending me these samples. I'm excited. I didn't get a chance to see if they have distribution in California, or if it's just Wine Club or whatever it is. I've long been sort of a critic of Sauvignon Blanc out of California, especially Napa Valley. I don't think a lot of times they're overpriced for the quality of the wines. You know, New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs are fabulous. Of course, Sancerre, all those are excellent Sauvignon Blancs. And a lot of times, Napa Valley, you can get a really good Sancerre with all that great acid and all that minerality and all those things for less than a lot of Napa Valley Sauvignon Blanc. Kind of sad. Anyway, I've tasted some good Sauvignon Blanc out of Happy Canyon region, so let's see what we get on those. I get a little bit of wet stone, which is really cool. A little bit of grapefruit pith, which is the pulp, you know, kind of not the skin, between the skin and the fruit. A little bit of perfumed action, which I find very intriguing. It's a little muted on the nose. I've warmed this up a little bit. Actually, it's probably at perfect temperature. Get a little white flower action coming through. All right, let's see what we get on the palate. I'm even getting a hint, just a slight hint of carnation, which I find very intriguing. Let's see what we get on the palate. Nice weight in the mouth, I like that. It has a kind of a creaminess going on, but at the same time, and this is kind of cool about this wine, is it's got the acid. It has that, I get that wet stone, which is really cool for a Sauvignon Blanc, a domestic Sauvignon Blanc. Domestic meaning from the United States, because that's where I live. I'm getting a little like ripe lemon notes, a little bit of orange blossom, which I find very intriguing, and then right on the back end I get that little tiny hit of carnation with the grapefruit pith. There's definitely grapefruit pith there, but not a ton of grapefruit. A little bit of cut grass, but not a ton. I mean, these are all little nuances in this wine. I really like this wine. It reminds me just a little bit of a Sancerre with a little New World kind of creaminess coming through, which is really cool. Hard to attain that. I do like that orange blossom kind of carnation sort of thing coming on the backside with that grapefruit pith. And the wet stone. Really cool. I really like this one. It's $30, so it's nothing to sneeze at. But by the same token, very small production, very good quality Sauvignon Blanc. I'm going to go A- on that. Good job, Westerly Wines. Let's move on. Trust me, I have no connection to these guys. They just out of the blue contacted me. I have no problem dishing their wines if they're not good. Just saying. I'm trying to remember, I looked the price up on this. So this is the Westerly Wines 2012 Pinot Noir, Santa Rita Hills. This rolls in at, I wrote it down somewhere. I believe it's about 40 bucks, $35 to $40. It's not much more, it's not more than that, I know that, I just couldn't. Did I show the Sauvignon Blanc? So there's the, I got so excited I forgot to show these. Sometimes I do that, you know. I kind of get jacked up about these wines. There you go. Okay, so that's their label. Very understated label. I kind of think that's cool. Making sure it rinsed. Okay, let's see what we get on the nose. Santa Rita Hills is a very popular up-and-coming region in California, especially for Pinot Noir. Not up-and-coming, they've been doing it for a while. It's one of the favorite spots for winemakers to source Pinot Noir grapes. This is 100% Pinot Noir, Santa Rita Hills, harvested in mid-September. I thought it was very cool. They said they harvest their fruit at 2 a.m. in the morning so the fruit is cold. Kind of cool. Whole berry fermentation, open top stainless steel fermenters, pressed after 21 days on the skins, and the wine was filled to It's in French oak barrels, 60% of which were new. Malolactic fermentation took place in barrel. Wine was racked to blend after 8 months and remained in barrel for a total of 18 months. There you go. Only 754 cases produced. It's pretty crazy. Small production. Love the nose right off the bat. I get red raspberry, I get strawberry, I get cherries. This is a crazy nose. Like I said, I wouldn't mind. I don't know these people. I didn't make the wine. I have nothing to gain by giving them a good grade. But yeah, that Sauvignon Blanc was beautiful. Reminds me a lot of it. I'm still tasting the wet stone. Get a little bit of licorice, a little bit of root beer, sarsaparilla coming through. A little bit of get a little bit of wet stone on this one, which I find very intriguing. All right, let's see what we get on the palate. Very nice Pinot Noir. It's very feminine on the palate, very elegant, I guess I should say. Very elegant, but at the same time, good, powerful fruit notes. Get a little tobacco on the finish. A lot of that red raspberry comes through big time, with a little bit of cherries coming through. Nice solid core of acidity, but at the same time it's not mouth puckering. It just has that, it really ramps up the fruit. I mean, you get a real brightness on the palate, but it really helps those fruit flavors come through. I get a little bit of that root beer element coming through, a little bit of black tea, and right at the back end, it's cool, you get that Asian spice, which is very key to many Pinot Noirs being really good. I like the lightness of this. You know, a lot of times California Pinot Noirs can come across like they have Syrah in them, you know, a little bit of that baby fat. A lot of people think they put Syrah in the Pinot Noir. I think some do, obviously. This is just right. I mean, this is one of those, they hit the nail on the head with this Pinot Noir. I think it's a beauty. 40 bucks, I'm pretty sure that's what I read on the website, around $40 for a full bottle, not for the split. Excellent. I'm going to put a link up on this to their website. If you're interested in buying their wines, you can contact them. Westerly Wines, I believe it's westerlywines.com, but I'll put the link up. You can attach to it. Excellent Pinot Noir at that price. And the red flowers are just, I get a lot of red flowers. It's just lingering. It's really cool Pinot Noir. Yeah, that tobacco comes through on the mid palate, goes a little bit into the finish. This would be a great turkey Pinot Noir, by the way. Yeah, with that nice acidity. This baby will age too, by the way. You could age that one easily, you know, probably 10 to 15 years with that acid and fruit combination. Good structure, everything about it is excellent. I'm going to go A+, and I don't do that very often, but that is an excellent Pinot Noir. I mean, that is top of the line, good it. Okay. Let's move on. I have not tried too many cabs from the Happy Canyon AVA, but I think Ancient Peaks was from that region, or it could have been from Lodi, I can't remember. So this is the Westerly Wines 2012 Cabernet Sauvignon Happy Canyon of Santa Barbara. And this rolls in at $60. And all these wines that they sent me actually got nice scores from Wine Enthusiasts. I think 92 points. I don't use points, but they do. And yeah, so they're getting some good press. It's kind of cool. They must have enough to be able to supply nice dark color on this cab. Let's see what we get on the nose. Nice currant notes coming through, a little bit of bark. Getting a touch of tobacco. You get that kind of currants, bark, and tobacco thing. A little hint of a little bit of a vanilla mocha thing on the back end. Yeah, let's see what we get on the palate. Even a little bit, getting a little bit of fresh rose petal. Good structure on this cab. A little spicy action on the backside. Actually, I get that like white pepper hanging right on my lips there. This is a little restrained. I would say this is youthful cab right now. I can feel the potential. I like it. It's got good currents, a little bit of cranberry action underneath those currents coming through. Good acid, good structure. I get a tobacco, kind of underlying tobacco notes coming through, almost like cherry soaked tobacco, really, not the. And then I get violets and rose petals. I love that in a cab when you get those flower components coming through, and I mean that it has this nice like punch. I mean like brightness to it. Very cool. Yeah, I get a little bit of chocolate kind of coming through when I swallow the wine. I got the chocolate note right on the back of the throat, up into the cavity of my mid cavity of my mouth. I just got that nice chocolate tone. $60. That's a fairly stiff price for a cab, but if you have a special occasion, this is certainly. And what I'm very curious about this wine is how it will age. I think it will age very nicely. 10 years from now, this wine will be a much more gorgeous, more approachable. Well, it's approachable now. But the acid will blend in with the fruit. I think you're going to have a beautiful wine in 10 years. I have to go A on this too. I wouldn't go A on it unless I thought about what it could be in the future, and I'm thinking the future. 5 to 10 years, this wine will be so much better. Might be an A+ wine in 5 to 10 years. I like it. Now it's very good. Good food wine. If you're doing prime rib at Christmas, this would be the way to go. A lot of us like to go special at Christmas. This would be a nice special wine to go with. A+. What did I go with on the Sauvignon Blanc? I'll have to look back. I think I went A- on B+, A- on the Sauvignon Blanc. Or did I go straight up A? Can't remember. Well, you know, you saw it. You know what I gave it. I'm going to watch it again and remember what I did, but I liked them all. Basically, I loved them all. Good job, Westerly Wine. Thank you for the samples. Thanks for watching. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.